And welcome everyone to League of Barons Season 3. I'm your host, Stephen Ford, and we are into week 5 here with an exciting matchup between a pair of undefeateds vying it out for top bragging rights in Conference 2, I believe is how we're referring to them these days. Joining me tonight, we have Joel. He still pushes the buttons. Killingsworth.
Hello, hello.
Uh, Andrew Bosk is my homeboy Knuckles.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
And joining us as a guest commentator for tonight, we have Dale, nicest man in the north, Capron himself.
Hello, everybody.
Still technically the South, but he is north of
He's
us.
north of us, and that's what counts here.
Not as south.
Yeah, there we go. So, on the docket for tonight, we have on our left Ryan Payne facing off against Eddie Preisser. Um, so this is actually, we saw Dr. Ryan on stream last week, and I believe we saw Eddie on stream, I think the week before, but they've both been on tears. And so we figured we'd take a look at a pair of undefeateds duking it out here. Andrew, you want to take a look at Eddie's list and run it down for us?
Yeah, absolutely. So, like Steven said, we have already seen this list in action once. We're going to see it again tonight. And this is Boba Fett with Fearless, Maul, Seismic Charges, Contraband Cybernetics, Stealth Device, and the Slave 1 title, which lets you change direction. Pretty stacked Boba Fett at 117 points. What can you fit in there? Well, you can fit Bosk with Forlom, Zuckuss, Greedo, Contraband Cybernetics, Hull Upgrade, and the Houndstooth title with the little Nash to Pup sprinkled on there with a Hull Upgrade. We have seen this list multiple times now, and it is a beast. It does damage, it hits really hard, and it is very hard to pin down with Boba Fett in the list.
I like that Andrew said it does damage and it also hits very hard, because
There
just
is
in
a
case you were
difference.
wondering at home what Andrew's priorities are in list building and in the game, it is to throw red dice and make them matter.
Yep.
Uh, Dale, you want to take a look at Ryan's list and give us a little rundown over there?
Yeah, let me take a quick look at this. So he's got 3 Rebel 5s, which is pretty interesting. High initiative, should move after other ships and shoot early, which is nice. He's got Nora Wexley in the Arc Fighter, no upgrades, and she gets a free evade when she's in close to enemies. Luke Skywalker, he's got 2 force and recharges his force when he gets shot at. And Harrison Dola in the VCX, the Ghost. He's got the Ghost title on there, I think, just to be cheeky. And Saw Gerrera for the passive mods.
Yeah, so speaking of a list that hits hard, Saw there taking a damage to change all focus results to crit results, and we've got at least in Bosk and a little bit in Boba, we got a couple of ships with a lot of HP that can stack up a lot of crits. Joel, I want to reach out to the stats here. Do we know what are the points on the list? Who's got the bid here?
So Ryan has the bid. He comes in at 198 points, whereas Eddie's scum list comes in at 199. And
Pips them by one.
for this game, Ryan has elected to pass first player privilege to Eddie, which means that Eddie's Slave 1 title on Boba Fett is not going to be of any use this game.
Yeah, that
That is
hurts
very
to
true.
roll that upgrade down. Just the 1 point difference there. Slave 1 also at 1 point, so.
So it definitely, well, now you could, I mean, I guess you still have a little bit of leeway where you can try and feel out after you've moved your first ship to kind of, like, oh well, okay, after I've thought about it, and I think actually I'm going to go this way now. But it is not going to, the Slave 1 title is much less powerful in this kind of matchup.
Yeah, that doesn't really help out Ryan's Hera, because there is no reposition on this large base ghost anymore. But Nora does have a barrel roll available to her, and Luke. I think it's most important for Luke here, really, because it lets Ryan see when to open and close foils and decide about, does he want to do a boost, does he want to maybe reposition, or is it all good? just go for the damage, etc.?
Well, now Hera does sort of have
She
reposition
she
because
still
of her
gets
ability.
repositions. Yeah.
The
It's
ability is a big deal. I totally forgot
yeah.
about
So
the ability.
basically, it's the slave one of the rebel side.
Yeah, I'll just read it down real quick. So after you reveal a red or blue maneuver, you may set your dial to another maneuver of the same difficulty. Joel, you want to toss that dial up on the screen just so everyone at home can see just how many options that gives you?
Yep. So for reds, you've got the 1 hards, the 3 hards, and the 4K. For blues, you have the 1 and 2 straight and the 2 banks. So if you pick a blue or a red, you can then decide which of any of the maneuvers in that subset you want to actually execute.
Right. So you could have a 4K dialed in and then decide that actually one harding away from the target is better for you than getting behind it and just one hard.
Mhm.
So it's a
It,
pretty
it could
powerful
be
ability.
critical if you got lower initiative ships and you want to do the 4K, you think it's going to fit, but then you watch where they move and nope, it's not going to work. You just alter course.
Yeah, just one hard, 3 hard out of the way.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll get to see Ryan employ that to great effect here tonight. So Andrew, Bosk is your soulmate, your soul spirit animal, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
I know in the last time we watched Eddie fly it, he had a couple criticisms maybe of some decisions, not major choices, but minor ways to tweak and clean it up. Do you think we'll see maybe a little cleanup here tonight out of Eddie?
Well, so I think that Eddie knows that I am watching him like a hawk, and he knows that I know that he knows. And because of that, I think that we are going to see maybe some wrong choices of whenever he should be doing stuff that he shouldn't be doing.
Oh, you're saying there's an overanalyzation effect here.
But or it may not matter at all. So kind of while we're vying for position here, I have a small little thing, kind of going back to the throwing red dice and making them count.
Right.
So Ryan and I have a little bit of a history because I've played him pretty much since the beginning of when I first started playing X-Wing back in like 2016.
Right. I mean, he's a
And
local Birmingham player, been
yes,
around for a long time.
so I remember the first time that me and him ever like got to play a game together. It was in my first store championship, which I ended up winning. So spoiler alert. Um, but I was flying Bosk with 2 TLT Y-wings. So it was just like party bus Bosk with just 2 TLT Ys in the side. And I remember I had engine upgrade on him, and it felt really good and everything like that. It was the first matchup of the day, and he was flying like PAL bases or something like that. And he made a mistake and basically moved his shuttle too quickly out of the gate on the first round. He went like 3 straight or something.
Yeah, never
And
move your shuttle quick out the gate.
yeah, and
Pro
I
tip.
had a 4 straight dialed in with Bosk. Just out the, I was just like, I'm just going. I hit hard, I hit fast. That's what I do. And I did a 4 straight and boosted, caught him in range, and I think I ended up doing like all of his shields. Let's see, they have 4 shields, so basically, yeah, I did.
Well, they had 5 in the first edition, right? Wasn't it 5
They
and
have
5 in
5.
first edition? In first edition now. You're telling a story from first edition.
Yes, yeah, this is from first edition. But I
Then they had 5
basically,
and 5. Yeah.
within the first 2 turns of the game, I had gotten his shuttle down to 1 hull without any additional fire onto Bosk at all.
All right. That's yeah. Well, now that we've gotten old man nostalgia out of the way, um, Eddie taking a lesson here, maybe treating Boss like a shuttle, coming out a little slow, and then Boba with the luxury of Slave One. Not that it really told him much, but taking the 3 bank down the board edge, just kind of biding his time. Gonna make Ryan pick his channels first. It looks like. Obviously, Boba doesn't really want to joust Hera and Nora straight down the board edge. That's not a healthy outcome for a fire spray.
That is absolutely correct. And the big thing here is too, they're all I-5s, which definitely makes Boba's life a little hard, and also Bosk's life is going to be awful because they're all going to get to shoot with Greedo still active.
Oh, yeah, that's a great point. Ryan being a little slow here, using Nora to kind of hold Hera back and in place. And it looks like he's just gonna gather the forces together. Showed maybe a little bit of a spread out there with Luke, but turning him in. S-foils are closed, as is the traditional X-Wing start. But yeah, that Greedo token being active for all of these shots. I mean, you could see Greedo producing crits and Saw as well, because Hera can shoot last in this order with all three being 5s. So
It's
you
true.
could see like a hit, like a couple of hits and a few focus become a ton of crits in a hurry.
I love the Greedo Gunner card, but I think it's really going to hurt this map.
Yeah, it is. Bosk is in for a world of hurt if he cannot get on the flank and have them focus on Boba first. And I think that if Ryan is any much aware of what Bosk can do, he is definitely going to take him down first.
Yeah, I do think, Boba's the tough nut to crack, but I think with Bosk kind of helping you self-implode him, I mean, he's only got 3 shields, right? Once you get through the shields, it's a field day of crits. That is definitely probably what Ryan should look to turn on and try to wipe off the board.
Yep. Because with Boba, it's one of those things where he does have if he really gets into the scrum and in range 1 of a bunch of his ships, it's going to be really a pain to try and remove that stealth device and get damage in. However, Boski's going to be a little bit of an easier target. You could probably, with concentrated fire, take him down in 3 turns.
Yeah, I think, Andrew, you said it in the past. The whole point of bringing Bosk in a list, right, is you want to burn bright, burn hard, and then burn out, right? You got to get your damage in and trade. But with 3/5 shooting ahead of you and Greedo on board, we might just see Bosk burn bright.
Yeah. Yeah. And into a gas cloud. Because it is definitely one of those things where whenever you're bringing, so Bosk is 71 points in this build. That means that he needs to kill Luke and half of Nora before he goes down, or all of Hera.
Well, yeah, that's a stiff hill to climb point wise. So we do see Bosk on a 4 straight here. So Eddie looking to maybe make his way into the fight.
That's definitely a really good maneuver, because you're going, unless you see Ryan go ahead and turn in for the joust this turn right now, it is going to be hard for Ryan to get Hera around those gas clouds, even with the 1 hard, because Bosk can set up a 3 bank and a 1 bank the next turn and already be within firing range.
Yeah, I definitely think you need to pick up the pace down the board edge with Bosk. You don't want to let anything get behind you, but you also don't want to be flanked. Again, Greedo is the big problem here.
Yep. So we do see Nora turning in here. Probably going to see a barrel roll to Ryan's side of the board edge, I'm assuming, because this is definitely going to be, we need to square up to Bosk, and we need to square up to Bosk now.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you've got a gas cloud in front of you already. You need to make some kind of reposition, and yeah, going that way is the right call.
Yep. Yeah, because you really want to remove the ship that can turn off all of your green tokens, make you reroll dice, and gives you free crits.
Looking at Boba, I think Eddie has accepted maybe that this is the turn that Boba hits a gas cloud next turn.
I think he can definitely fit a 1 hard there.
Yeah, but when you finish the 1 hard, your corner might still be on the cloud. I mean, if you got to hit a cloud, right, you might as well do it before combat happens.
Yeah, and if he does turn into the center of the class, it really does limit his ability to be Boba, I guess, because you really don't want to have a strain going into the first round of combat, especially if you're trying to gap close and be really close.
I think you just plan to go over the gas cloud now and not worry about it. It's early enough.
I think
won't hurt him too much.
I think if you're Boba here, you just go straight next turn. You kind of get behind Bosk and protect his flank essentially, and it means you don't get shot with a potential strain as well.
Yep.
So we do see Hera here sidling up behind Nora. That's not a bump, impressively enough.
So what is Hera's ability, or Nora's ability?
Nora's
spend. Oh, she gets her old reinforce. Okay.
Right.
I thought Hera did bump. He just clicked on it and took.
Oh, maybe he did. It doesn't really make a difference. There's not a need for actions right now. You can't reposition. Okay, yes, looking at the chat, it does show that there was a bump. Obviously, no shots yet, so we're going to be moving into, I guess, the third round of this matchup. Not that the round calendars matter anymore. We are on a timer.
We're definitely going to see combat this round if Eddie gets really aggressive with Bosk, though with Hera and Nora bearing down on this next turn, you're definitely going to see some aggressive moves here out of Ryan, I'm pretty sure. And I don't know if Bosk wants to do that 3 bank or 3 hard into combat here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. We think Bobo's going straight here, kind of protecting himself, is this the turn to get aggressive with Bosk, or is it the next turn?
Well, so the next turn will pretty much guarantee you're going to have almost at least 2 range 1 shots on the Bosk.
True.
Possibly 3, and
Yeah,
that is a very sad Bosk.
Yeah, it depends on how Luke decides to position himself here this turn. No 1 hards on the X-Wings, no sharp turns.
Like, I would say that normally Luke would fill in the ace slot for this list, but honestly, I think you probably just punch hard and punch fast with Ryan's list here and just try and make it a 1 ship fight, even though technically there is the Z95, but Hera can just kill that in 1 shot. So,
I mean, that is true. We do have an Ashta Pup on board.
it will be interesting to see this next turn to see how aggressive Eddie gets with Bosk and Boba.
Yeah, but we'll see Bosk first. Because that's how initiative works.
It's pretty amazing you can get that 3rd ship for 6 points in the Nashta Pup. It's pretty impressive when it happens.
Yeah. Well, and there, like,
so
so he's really an 11-point ship because he does put the hull upgrade on there just to ensure that it's still just the Z95 stat line once it has to deploy from the YV.
Yeah.
Looks like maybe someone got disconnected.
It's possible. We've got some pings, and we do have a timer stoppage, so Eddie may have lost his connection.
So while we wait, I'm going to go over another anecdote of me and Ryan playing.
Oh, Lord. Let me talk about the National Pup
more
first.
tales of Andrew and Ryan.
Let me talk about the National Pup first. Hold on now. So, to Andrew's point about the whole upgrade ensuring that it's a Z95 stat line, it's important to remember that the National Pup cannot deploy via normal deploy rules. It can only deploy via emergency deployment. So that is when the ship carrying it is destroyed, which would be Bosk, then it launches and takes a damage because it emergency deploys. And it looks like we just got a message here that Ryan actually had to check something real quick. So we are on a pause. All right, anecdote commence.
So our second encounter at another tournament, we obviously played at the same store, so we played practice matches all the time. But our second encounter in a ranked tournament was at the store championship up in Huntsville, which is where Dale is from and hails from. We were in top 8. And I was flying. This was the morning that I messaged Steven at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my gosh! I actually, when you were talking about this before the stream started, I actually assumed that this was that happening where you're like at 5 a.m. texting me, "Hey, I'm gonna change my list." I was like, I just don't care. Leave me alone.
So it was just like a total. Oh, they started back, but quick. Basically, Sonny Bounder was chasing Ahsoka down with a Hera list that he was flying. This is still first edition. And I tried to get the final shot with Sonny Bounder, and he whiffed. And it was very sad because I lost the game.
Yeah, I really, when you're telling these stories, I just want to have, like, in the background, glory days. Let's talk about glory days.
So we do see Boba go over the strain here. And a 1 bank out of boss, so being a little timid, but going ahead and getting that gun ready. And let's see if he gets the strain here. No strain. No consequences.
So that's a kind of an interesting position for Boba to be because he's got another cloud in front of him now, and I don't know
Yep.
that hard turns really get him on target next turn. You have to commit a boost basically.
You pretty much have to commit a boost either direction to really get guns on. Oh, he went backwards. Probably in.
It's cool, maybe.
I think he just accidentally hit the undo button and they have to do it again.
Oh, wait, we have a 1 hard now. Oh, we may have a.
Oh,
a
he may have
shift.
hit the wrong. It may have hit the.
Maybe
He
they're
still
saying
hits
it's
the
wrong.
cloud. Oh, he's
I-
gonna roll again.
Interesting. We just kind of had a reversal of what
And now
occurred
he
here.
has a strain.
All right.
Okay, so
Well,
this actually does now put him in a better position for the next turn.
right. And it's not
Definitely.
exactly like he gained any information by them having an error and having to be
That is
sporting about it and reset it because nothing changed. So,
Yep.
but yeah, that's a much better trajectory though going into the fight next turn for sure.
Makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, it's a much more. I would have expected either this or him to go straight there, and
Yeah,
so
but I think this is going to be a better better direction for him because he's coming up on the flank, coming into this next round of combat, and he may even have a pot shot here. I don't think so though.
Nora's gonna be a little out. You know, Nora and Bosk are gonna exchange a shot here. I don't know that Luke can actually turn hard enough and get around Nora enough to get a shot this turn, and I don't
think
think
it's
Hera
just
will
going
either.
to be. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be Nora and Bosk exchanging shots this round. And hey,
Yep.
Key to Oblivion, how's it going?
Little chatter in the chat.
Yep, S foils open. We see a 2 hard coming, no bump.
Very close.
That's
Nicely
a
done.
really good call by Ryan. And
Yeah,
you know, this
seriously,
does
that's like
allow
pixels.
a barrel roll. I don't think that the barrel roll gets him in range though.
The barrel roll, ooh, I don't know. That's real close actually.
Because you don't really move very far forward anymore on a second edition barrel roll.
If it was a first edition barrel roll, you
Oh
absolutely
yeah, you can totally get range. Easy.
But alas, here we are. So he still probably wants to get.
Looking for a target lock.
He
here.
could totally get in range with a
Yeah,
barrel roll.
I think after seeing that, the barrel roll definitely would have gotten
Yeah.
in. And I think honestly, from my perspective, a barrel roll is a better call anyways, because Luke makes that move with mods, and even if he spins them, if Bosk fires on him, he gets the mods back, and it kind of clears space for Hera.
Except for
Hera
the fact,
doesn't need space.
except for the fact that if Bosk shoots at Luke and he gets a crit through, then he doesn't have any shields.
I mean, you know, that's just what X.
Oh no, Hera has a strain. Whatever shall we do?
Of course. But yeah, Hera now 3 for 3 on bumps and has now hit an obstacle as well. Ryan showcasing high quality large base piloting. I mean, it's on purpose, but you know.
Yep.
She's just providing shade for those small ships.
All right, so Hera definitely out of range here.
So we do have the range 3.
3.
I guess they just assumed that Boba was completely out.
I think
didn't even
after
check it.
seeing the Hera's arc, it's pretty safe to say.
Yeah. Well, technically, Boba should have shot first.
Right, but I'm just saying I don't know that they need to measure it now that we've already
Correct.
seen those arcs.
So 3 dice coming in from Nora here. You probably just you don't. I don't think you spend anything here.
Ryan's going for it.
Ryan's going for it. He don't care.
Doesn't want to rely on 2 green dice versus a boss. He just wants to punch damage where he can.
The worst is whenever you spend that and then he natties out.
This should barely be crit. We'll see if they
There it is. Yep. He does realize that Greedo is available. Ooh, double blanks. There's the 2 shields.
This is when Nora's like, what if Bosk's ability was my ability? But no, so just the 2 shields on the 2 crits. And I believe that's going to be it out of Ryan's list, but we'll see Bosk here getting return fire. Oh, they just remembered about Bobo, but yeah, it's way
there
out.
it is. Yep. So the big thing here with Bosk shooting onto Nora is that she doesn't have the only thing that he can really do here is Zuckus one of her green dice, because she doesn't have any green tokens right now. So
I mean, that's honestly a good deal for Bosk, because you don't
Yep.
really want to pick him up early on just kind of the plink plunk shots. And if you get a stress here this far back, he's got enough maneuvers that he can find ways to get rid
Yep.
of it and not worry about it.
that is not too bad.
I mean, it's another crit result here, courtesy of
Yep.
Guido.
So you could see all of Nora's shields gone. And there it is.
Oh,
3 shields off of Nora, 2 shields off of Bosk in the first exchange. Already throwing hot fire.
I don't know. Do they remember the fact that it splits?
Oh,
surely
Eddie
Eddie's
will not forget
forgetting
that.
Surely not. Eddie,
Don't forget it.
Eddie.
Don't forget it. Don't forget it.
How do you not? This is a May. Come on. What are you doing?
Look at your card.
What are you doing?
Boss takes it.
How dare you?
I mean, wow. All right, I feel
Ugh.
bad. All right, well,
He knew
there it
Andrew
is.
was watching and he didn't care.
There it is.
It
The
is.
overanalyzation
I
effect.
take great offense to this.
That's an ability that's been the same since first edition.
Yeah, it hasn't changed.
Yeah, and he's been flying Boss quite a bit.
Oh, there. Looks like there's a little bit of deliberation here. Maybe no. Nope, apparently not. Oh well, that is definitely a missed opportunity and incredibly unfortunate, because that would have put him ahead on the exchange.
Yeah, I mean, at a tie, you know, in a 2-ship versus 3-ship match, tying in damage output is not a win.
Yep. Yeah, you need to, like we said, you have to trade up with Bosk. Every time he shoots, he needs to get more points out of that than your opponent does. And this next round, this is gonna hurt Bosk real bad.
Yeah, I think with the Zuckus not putting stress on Bosk, I think you go fast here, right? 3 bank in and try to jam up. If you put Nora on your nose, that's one less shot you have to take.
So the scary part here, and this is always kind of the conundrum of Bosk players or YV666 players in general, is do you go super fast to try and muddle them up, or do you go slow to try and stop them from K-turning behind you? Because the 5K on the Ghost could really hurt Bosk.
Yeah, and this is if you're gonna see a 5K.
This is definitely where it could happen.
It's a 4K.
It's a 4K.
Oh,
yeah.
it's a 4K now. It used to be 5.
But if you want to see a K turn here,
if it's a 4K, then there's no way that he could go above him. Because if you do a 3 bank in, that'll absolutely cover everything.
Yeah, it's 2 large bases.
Now Nora could possibly get past him doing a 4K if he goes full length. So maybe a 2 bank pretty much covers everything.
Be real interesting to see what Ryan does with Nora this turn. If he goes for the 4K or turns on Boba.
I don't think you're going to see turning on Boba here, because I really do think that the best goal is to get rid of Bosk as quickly as possible.
I think
and just overwhelm Boba.
Yeah, no, I think a turn in towards Boba with Nora is actually good in terms of that too, because he's got the back arc with Nora, and he can potentially avoid getting blocked up with his lead ship, and then have his back ships come up slowly to make sure that he gets all 3 guns on Bosk this round.
That's fair.
It's important to note that the Ghost does not have a back arc without a shuttle dock to it.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 straight here for Bosk.
Interesting call.
Big and wide, I think.
Looks like he was trying to go for the block on Nora, to trying to do a 4K possibly.
Oh, I
We
like
do
the
see
3
a
bank.
3-bank out of Boba.
Perfect.
This is a very good position for Boba here, but he does keep his strain from the last round.
Oh, boosting
Ooh.
in.
Ooh, wow.
Ooh.
Getting real aggressive here.
Well, you can basically guarantee that you get a reroll here from something being range 1 of you.
I
So with the stealth
mean,
device, Boba still rolling 2 dice
yep.
on 2 greens. Yep. That strain scares me though.
Yeah, the strain is a problem because that might just cost you your stealth device outright. I mean, if Hera
Mhm.
doesn't bump, Hera is 5 dice at range 1 and has a mod with Saw. Like, ugh.
There's too many or Ras in this because I thought you said Nora and not Hera, and I'm like, but she doesn't have any upgrade cards. What is she doing?
What is she doing? How? So Hera bumps into Boba.
Okay, so the 2-turn was the correct call here for Ryan. Good call, Dale.
Though the block that Boba throws here actually saves Nora's positioning so that she actually gets arc on Bosk.
Yeah. So we might see where Ryan was looking for a fake out on Bosk and trying to turn onto Boba, and it means that he just doesn't get shots on Bosk or good shots on Bosk. And I mean, we might, I don't know, you might see Hera or someone
Modded
bump Nora
shots.
here.
Yeah. Modded shots are the big ones here because you definitely. Oh, so we see another bump. Oh,
Really?
he just stays on
This was
top.
deliberate. This is making use of the fact that I5s and he can move for anybody in the right
Yep.
order. So he's making sure Hera gets that big shot on
Yep,
Boba Fett.
and definitely that's what you want to see.
Oh no, a
Trying to
strain.
overload Boba's dice here.
Strain on the 0 agility ship, the
Oh
Horde.
no!
And since he bumped to stay where he is, even losing the action isn't relevant because he still lost the action.
Yep, and Luke doesn't really matter because he still has the
Another
Force.
bump. Yeah. I mean, Boba's got a couple of options for shots here, and he does have every reroll, right? I think all 3
pretty
ships
sure
are range 1.
I think you double down on Luke this round.
Yeah, that's
personally.
probably the best shot.
Because you have a really clean shot with Boba.
Yeah,
and then
don't shoot at Nora. So it's important to remember Nora's ability doesn't rely on the attacker being at range 1. It's just if there is an enemy ship range 0 to 1 of Nora, she adds an evade.
Yep.
So Boba would add an evade to the defensive result from boss shot.
Yep. Yeah, there's no reason to shoot at Nora here. You really want to shoot at Luke.
Yeah.
Especially because you also get the fearless. You're gonna get fearless for both shots, I guess. But,
yeah.
But you want to try and overload Luke as quick as possible because you actually have a chance of killing him this round if you have a really good shot.
Well, I mean, you've got
for
Boba
both
shooting
ships.
ahead here. If you can get the shields off, because you've got a couple rerolls with Boba, and then Boss comes in and remembers to split a crit.
Ah, God, don't remind me. 4 dice. We know he's shooting range 1 at something.
I don't think he has a choice in the matter.
Don't shoot at Hera. Shoot at Luke. Use the Force. Yep.
So,
Okay. They are. Yep. That is definitely going to be Luke.
confirming a
So
fearless
range.
here.
Yep. Ooh.
Oh,
Nice.
spend the Force.
Fearless.
No,
No,
you
fearless.
fearless.
Oh, fearless, duh. We just talked about it, and I've already forgotten it exists. 4 hits into an
What did you
X-Wing
do?
is about what you want
So
to see.
guaranteed 2 shields coming off of Luke here.
Maybe more.
Could be more.
Definitely more.
Wow.
So that is going to
Maybe not.
be 3 shields more than likely because there's no reason not to spend the Force here. Yep. So 2 shields and a hull onto Luke. Luke can die this round.
Yeah, that's only 3 holes showing, and Bosk is gonna live to see Greedo pump out a crit here. Like, whew,
Probably.
die this turn. Like, it's almost impossible. He's got 10 HP.
He's got 10 HP, and there's definitely a range 1 shot, a range 2, and maybe a range 3.
It's all range 2 shots from. I don't think Nora's got range 1. We'll find out at some point.
Well, see, this is where Ryan shoots with Nora first. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, range 2.
Okay, so yeah, it is probably pretty tough for him
It's
for them to
Very,
kill
it's
Bosk.
impossible. Let's say it's a possibility, but it's
Just
a very
because of the
low.
Greedo crits that you can generate for it.
Right, exactly.
Yep.
But I mean, it's an unmodified Nora shot. There is no mod for Nora here,
I have seen unmodified shots destroy ships.
and
Just
also do
saying.
not.
There you
Goodness.
go.
So that
Nora's
is
angry.
So one thing I
Go
love,
mod.
one thing I love about Bosk is that he hits really hard, but man, whenever he gets the damage into him, it is very entertaining.
oh man, this is 2 crits in the hole because that hit's going in.
2 crits to hold.
But I started this by saying he can't die, that it's extremely unlikely, and he's gonna find a way to die
Oh,
here.
I'm gonna laugh if the first one's a hull breach.
Oh, then it's just everything is a crit. Oh, that's old.
So sad how Greedo shoots last. So
Yep.
hurtful.
Oh, it's so bad.
Bosk still has a focus.
Oh,
Direct hit.
Oh no.
I told you. I told you.
Car for the direct.
Andrew knows this ship really well. He knows what he's
Here
doing.
comes the crit.
Another direct.
Oh my gosh.
I'm Steven. There's no way that they could kill the YV this round.
Lauren is behind me, and she just said, "You jinxed him."
5 damage into Bosk on the first shot.
Oh
5 hole.
my
He's facing
God.
2 more shots. No.
An unmodded range 2 shot from a bump ship. It's amazing.
Greedo giveth, Greedo taketh away. Whew. Charles, Boss took a focus. It's kind of hidden behind the model.
I think we give Steven credit because he was the first to call that Greedo was going to hurt really bad. So no shame to Steven for not believing Bosk would die this turn.
That is fair.
I mean, I did say Greedo was a problem. I personally do not expect 3 unmodified dice to produce anything.
To produce
Alright.
5 damage.
I assume you get 1 hit, and the shield goes away, and we're done with this game. So
But that's your dice.
it's not Ryan's dice tonight.
Alright, so we range 2 shot coming in here from Luke on to Bosk. Go figure. That is the right call here.
Hopefully. Oh no. Okay,
Not
only
bad.
He
one
only has 1. So it's a guaranteed crit here. You spend it, you spend it, you spend it.
Yeah,
Spend
you'll
it.
get it back if he shoots at you.
Greedo it. There you go.
2 crits coming in. Oh
Ryan
no.
remembers.
Oh my gosh. So 2 crits coming in. Oh, I swear if he pulled direct hit in this,
I am laughing so hard right now.
He hasn't
Taking
even
up the whole
shot
thing.
Hera yet.
Blinded
Violet.
Violet.
So he does
Focus.
have more mods for his.
Blinded pilot means he can't even use
The focus he's been holding.
or Greedo on his attack.
Oh,
And
Oh
a console fire.
oh my gosh, that feels
And
so
still
bad.
1 more shot. So he has 4 health left.
But console fire means he's gonna have to roll a die at the start of his engagement. He'll still get to shoot, but he could just kill himself.
So we've got range 3 from. Oh, and then Saw on this shot too.
Yeah, just dice. Ghost has a big gun.
What's the over under, Steven?
Oh, I hate so much for that.
This
It's
might be
one
3
focus.
crits.
It's 3 crits. Because Greedo gets 1, and then Saw converts the other. You take the damage for this. Absolutely.
You absolutely
yeah,
take
you
the damage
definitely
here. Oh no, she's down to shield.
What you got, Bosk?
Oh, God.
Well,
You
you
spin the focus.
absolutely have to spin the
No
focus.
brainer. Another blind. That's irrelevant. Did he not spin the focus?
Did he
Did he
not-
forget he has?
Maybe he forgot.
So no use to him on offense. Oh, that's a
Direct.
direct hit.
Right.
That
Focus
kills it,
spin
right?
will not matter. I don't.
He
The
just
whole
picked
deck.
the whole deck.
I mean, that's about what Boss has earned this round is the whole deck. Oh. Another
Oh.
direct. 4 directs on Bosk.
Wow. Wow.
And
And he still has a constant fire.
Bosk, I mean, it's just dead.
Wow, it's almost like I called that he could die before he
Just
shoots.
like to say,
He
I
doesn't even
didn't
get to
say
engage.
it
He's
was
done.
impossible. I said it was unlikely. Oh god, he died as a 4. Oh no! So we just popped the fray on the second round of combat. Man, Greedo not being able to trigger just really hurt. Oh my goodness. Definition of an explosive round.
Well, we did predict one thing. Bosk burned real bright.
Right.
He did. Like a shooting star.
Goodness.
That was incredible. I'm so glad I got to see that while I wasn't flying him.
He only got 2 shields on Nora. Should have been 3.
Would have been 3.
And
It was
that's
only 2.
you're not getting your points back. I mean, that's just what it is.
Man, that is just brutal.
So now the National Pup will pop out of Bosque.
Yep.
Yeah,
But it does not get to shoot this turn.
No, the National Pup can shoot, can it? Because we haven't gone down to initiative 4 yet.
No, because it's
Is that true?
emergency deployment.
You lose your shot. But you still get an action, right? Or no? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
No action for emergency deployment, I think.
Yep.
So that's another damage into Eddie's list, courtesy of the emergency deployment.
I just imagine
in abstention. They're like, good lord. It's
don't
not
get
a
to
shot,
shoot.
right?
You don't get to shoot. You don't get to shoot.
I thought he did get to shoot.
Hashtag Joel? Question mark?
Yeah, Joel.
I'm looking it up real fast.
They're researching. Yeah, they might be checking it, but I know
Because
you.
Boss died at initiative 5. Well, the bigger boss died at initiative 5, and now the pup's initiative 4, right?
It's the only way I could see it happening, but I don't know that you actually get to shoot when you emergency deploy. But we can have them rewind this if it turns out it needs to be. Looks like he's shooting at Luke. Joel is processing too slow. And Luke said this shot doesn't exist. Basically, it doesn't matter. We'll get final clarification.
It says if a ship emergency deploys during the engagement phase, it can still engage during that phase at its initiative.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yep.
If its initiative has already occurred this round, it cannot engage this phase.
Okay. All right. So they played it right. Didn't matter. Luke did get the evade to knock off the hit, and that's the round. And that was a pretty brutal round.
That was something.
You could almost say it was explosive.
So in typical Boba fashion, it's Boba versus the world here.
Yep.
Boba didn't get shot, so he still has the stupid string, and he has to move before all of these ships in front of him go anywhere.
He can probably he won't be able to fit a 3 straight going that way. He pretty much just has to do a bank over, or no, probably what you do here is you honestly just do a one straighten bump. Or do a one bank. Yeah, you probably just do a one straighten bump here and just get rid of the strain.
I have a really fun Greedo story that I'm going to share real quick while it's kind of quiet on the table. So, growing up in California, I had a friend whose dad worked on the Star Wars movies, like the special effects stuff. And in his garage, he had the Greedo mask.
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
I've always
I mean,
loved Greedo's design.
Yeah. I assume he was the first Rhodian on screen
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
from memory. Yeah.
yeah, it's such a perfect practical effects design since 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
You don't have GI.
Well, the cool thing that I've always like, it's kind of one of those things where I guess you always forget that he was actually a bounty hunter. He just got killed. Because like in my mind, like I never like you whenever you think of bounty hunters, you think of like Boba Fett, IG-88, Bosk, those guys. And like I remember like at some point in recent years, I was like, oh yeah, he was a bounty hunter. That's kind of cool. And then I bought a figure of him because they had him for the Black Series figures.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I just always loved his design. It's very 70s because he's got like the yellow and like the orange kind of like suit thing.
Yep.
Call it suit. We did have a correction as well from the chat that it can engage. So chat was on the right course as well.
Yeah. I was wrong. It's fine. I've never flown a YV with the shuttle in it.
I thought that was going somewhere else where you're going to say like I've been wrong before, but no, we're not going to talk about that.
I am rarely wrong.
Oh, gauntlet.
No, see, like I thought that he was wrong before, or he thought that he was wrong before, but it turns out he was incorrect.
All right, boys. So we think Boba's banking here just to try to preserve the position, clear strain. Oh, Boba's got a bomb. I totally forgot he's got seismics.
He definitely has seismics.
He's gonna have 2 gas clouds to choose from here, so we gotta assume Boba's going fast because you don't want to bomb yourself. That's a really bad way to lose a stealth device.
Yeah, that is a good point. So we just see a one straight out of the pup.
For the focus, nice and simple. And it's a Z95. It doesn't really do much fancy. Airs, you're fast.
It doesn't really do anything else. Okay, yeah. So the four straight. He doesn't clear the strain,
Doesn't clear the strain.
Yeah, the white.
but that's probably okay.
I mean, unless you're seeing a bunch of K turns this turn, you're probably pretty safe on the shots here.
Yeah.
Which, spoiler, there's probably a bunch of K turns here. I would expect at least 1, if not 2, this turn.
No reason not to. Plenty of space
Right?
there.
Well, and I mean, with Hera not having a back arc, you got to keep the front arc on things, right? If you want it to be part of it.
Harris picked a blue move, so Ryan's going to choose any blue move he wants.
And just hanging out again, just on the gas cloud, just doing another strain. That will look like a free damage from that seismic, though.
Oh yeah, it's got to be. I mean, unless you choose the far gas cloud, then you're safe.
Why would you do that?
Oh, I'm just saying you could. Maybe Luke's over there and you want to damage Luke. I don't know.
Well,
Nice.
yeah, okay. If Luke was over there, then yes, you would go to damage Luke.
1 bank out of Nora probably guarantees a shot into Boba right now. Yeah, absolutely. But does not look like you get the pup. That's probably not worth a barrel roll. Yeah, looking for the lock.
Now the There's, I guess, oh yeah, he doesn't have the arc title on it, so it doesn't let you like convert into like a crit or anything like that. It's just a normal, just shooting 2 dice. So looks like we have a 3 tapping out of Luke here. Really strong positioning from Ryan.
Oh, that's a really good call. Seismic not a factor for, but maybe Hera here at best, and that's probably just a dead pop. I mean, you're basically sandwiched between, because Hera can only shoot the pop. Oh, we're trying a different. Didn't quite like the final landing on the Talon, so resetting it to try maybe a different positioning there.
Someone messing with some pans.
Yeah, that's Lauren. She's making cookies.
Oh, that's acceptable then.
No, it's not. She's not going to share them with us.
I mean,
Okay, fair.
That sounds like y'all's problem.
There's the stress on to Luke, and here comes the shots. Boba's going to first here. I guess if you actually, do you shoot at the range 1 on Nora, or do you go
Hera? Range 1 to Hera, you mean?
Hera, not Nora. Or if you have a shot at Luke, do you shoot at Luke? Just barely in range. This is going to be a free damage on to Hera. It's too many Ras in this.
I think you shoot at Luke, right? I mean, he's only got his force. He's only got 3 HP.
I think you shoot at Luke.
Hera's such free damage though, because she's, even if she had an evade dice, it's a strain. Like, I don't know, that's hard.
Yeah. So that's 2 shields down on Nora.
Shoot Hera.
Oh my gosh.
Shoot Hera here, I think, because if you take the shields off, it makes Saw just that much more painful. Oh,
that's unfortunate.
We're pressing buttons here, people. Thankfully, TTS knows where you were. You just go right back to where you were.
I think the shot on Luke would just be wasted. You might as well put something in it.
Yeah, range 3 with 2 force probably isn't a great shot.
We will see what Eddie picks.
Does not have the shot at Luke, unfortunately. So yeah, you definitely want to shoot at.
Shoot at Hera here.
Take that free damage, get some crits in.
I don't think Eddie wants to hear anything about crits right now.
That's a valid statement.
The good thing is, if Boba does take any crits, the chances of them being a direct hit are very slim.
Oh yeah, that deck is bereft of direct hits. There's only 5 in the deck. He's already pulled 4, or is there 7 now? It's 5, right?
6.
6. Okay, well, I'll just pick on your side. Whatever.
So range 1, that is not what you want to see out of Boba here. Definitely going to get 1 reroll. And 3 hits.
3 hits.
Shields down.
Yeah, shields down. Put a card. It does clear the strain off Hera, but nobody really cares, so, you know.
I mean, it matters for the odd range 3 shot.
I mean, it can, or the obstructed. If you had a gas cloud obstruction and it didn't let you get that dice for the modification, it'd feel pretty bad, but it's gone now, so.
Here comes the range 1 into the pup. Probably a dead pup this round.
Or Nash the pup.
If Bosk only gets to collectively shoot 1 time this entire game.
Well, oh
he shot twice, I guess.
He shot twice. The pup shot last round. But yeah, if it's only 2 shots. Wait, why do we have 5? Oh, this is Hera. Duh.
Yeah, range 1.
Hello. Yeah, if Hera could just wipe the pup off the board here and leave Luke free to shoot it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
You take the damage for that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely take the damage for this. This is free real estate. Take the damage, Ryan.
Is he thinking about it?
Don't hesitate on this. Don't hesitate on this.
I want to see more crits go on the board.
You want all the crits.
what are you doing? There it
There
is.
you go.
There you go.
So
Man.
guaranteed 1 crit happening onto Hull right now.
Yeah, hitting 3 crits. My goodness. You do have to put a damage on Hera though, Ryan. There you go.
Slowly moving it over there.
The little delay here might just be Eddie talking about how bad this is. Oh my gosh, this is a dead pup. It's just gonna die.
I mean, you have to spend it.
Yeah, you have to. You don't live.
I mean, the chances of you surviving Luke's shot are so slim, but you have to spend it here because you can't just survive.
Well,
You can't.
it's absolutely worth it to spend it just because it forces Luke to potentially shoot the pup,
That
right?
is true.
You want to soak that shot out of the ether away from Boba because Boba has got every ounce of lifting to do in this match. All right,
First crit.
First crit.
Sensor
Damage
array.
sensor rate. Nobody cares. That is irrelevant. He's only got 2 hull to work with because he does have a hull upgrade on there.
Here's the direct.
I mean, if it's a direct, okay,
Holy. Okay,
so it's
so
a good thing that order was reversed because or wasn't reversed, I should say.
So now we have Luke's shot more than likely here, or maybe you try and shoot with Nora to see if you actually clip the pup. Yep. And you do not. So you're going to be shooting.
No reason to not shoot Nora first here.
Four dice out of Boba with a reroll. Feels pretty good, and still having a force.
Yeah, pretty safe. I mean, this is I think Nora's got a target lock. She took a target lock.
Should be 3, right? Because he's got the strain.
Oh, you're right.
Yes.
It should be 3. That is correct.
I'll just put a message in chat real quick. We'll see if that. There we go. That got him. Thank you, Joel. Nora, double blanks.
And it doesn't matter. Boba's like, what shot?
I mean, it clears the strain, so happy
got a
days.
target lock. Yeah, that actually is pretty good.
And Luke is probably going to shoot into the pup here.
I mean, I assume
because you really don't want the pup to actually just get a shot.
Yeah, Luke range 1. This is 4v2. I mean, Luke's got the.
But he doesn't have a target lock.
We'll hurt him, yes. Ryan hasn't produced very many planks on offense.
That is very true. So 4 die. I like how he picks them out individually. Ooh, and that is indeed.
Got to be a dead pop, right? I mean,
yeah,
it is. Yeah, you can't even because he has no mods or anything. Way to fix it.
Yeah.
Can't.
Yep.
Double obeys. He's dead. Yep.
Boss gets to shoot twice.
Collectively between 2 ships. So 2 damage into the pup. Pup is down. It is Boba versus the world.
Boss collectively had 17 HP, and he shot twice.
Now, I would like to know the odds of pulling 4 direct hits.
They're terrible. All right.
In a single round.
That's terrible. I mean, we had a 3-dice shot that produced 5 damage with no point. That's just unreal.
Like that's like the outlier of the outlier.
Yeah, I mean it's gotta be.
77 points in Ryan's favor, followed by 31 points from Eddie. This is definitely a hill to climb, but still a climbable one for Boba.
I mean, Boba's the golden child right now. I think in 2nd edition, right? I mean, he is.
Yep. He is a one-man army.
Star. Yeah, but I mean, you know, I think if Boba had the bid here and could see where everybody was and move and use Slave 1 to draw the game out, I think you could fight your way back, right?
Yes.
Because Hera's not that far from half. And I mean, Luke is, one good shot away from dying. But I think moving ahead of everybody is going to hurt Boba a lot going forward. So we are on to the deliberations here. I mean,
that points total is closer than it feels. Really.
Yes, absolutely. Because I mean, Hera is what? She's taken 6 damage, and she's just needs 1 more to give up half. Nora needs 3 more to give up half. I don't know if I'm even trying to do math right now. Yeah, 3 more to give up half.
Yeah.
So that's only 4 damage to get half on 2 ships for Boba.
Mm-hmm.
Mic off.
3 more into Luke, get you all of Luke's points, put you closer. There's lots of ways to.
Yeah, I think the big one here for Eddie with Boba is you absolutely cannot give up half. If you give up half on Boba, the game's over. Like I don't think you can climb out of that hole.
Yeah. Boba really has to hold on to his points at this point, huh? I got the jokes.
But I imagine you got to see a seismic drop here, right?
I mean, you absolutely have to. You probably Talon roll here.
Yeah, Talon roll works. You don't have the strain anymore, so that's at least you hurdled that without taking damage. So that's good.
Or you don't drop
Mic
the
on.
seismic, and you Talon and cybernetics boost back in.
I think you got to drop the seismic just because it kind of keeps Luke as well from getting too fast and aggressive
Yeah,
here.
that is true. I thought you were about to say too fast and too furious.
No, but there was a cookie being handed to me in the middle of that, so I had to, just go with whatever's going to come out.
What kind of cookies are they?
Chocolate chip. Classic American cookie. So we do have a 1 bank for both, so no seismic drop. Now this does protect you, obviously.
Don't. Okay, I was gonna say, don't go towards the board edge. You can't even think about this.
Yeah, no. So with no back arc on Hera, I assume we're going to see Nora do some kind of move to clear space for the K turn.
Mm-hmm. Just a 2-turn, probably.
Yeah, and that's probably the good call on not dropping.
Interesting turn out here.
Gives you a gas cloud cover next turn and a potential bomb. Yeah, I'm not sure where Nora's going. She's just kind of wandering off to nowhere.
He's probably worried about getting in the way of other stuff, but that's going to keep her out of the fight.
Nora's like, I already did
barrel,
5
yeah.
damage with an unmodified 3 die shot, so you guys can do some heavy lifting for a while.
Well, I think the worst feeling about this is that you had to barrel Nora there to ensure the K turn fits, because the 2 hard just didn't really get her out of the way.
Ooh. I was about to say I think Hera would have cleared anyway. Closer.
Would have been close. It's one of those things where on a real table, we could all tell.
Yeah, I guess you probably didn't need to barrel for that, but the digital penalty. So a little 2 bank here for Luke that does clear stress. I don't think there's any reason to reposition Luke here. Just take him on. Take a target lock.
There it is.
Here's the target lock. Yeah, I mean, if Luke's already hurting, there's no reason to not try and pile damage out here.
Yeah, you got to try and get something in to trade for points. I mean, no, they've traded up quite a bit, obviously, but
Yeah, but I mean,
a little bit more, right?
If Luke can, because Boba doesn't get rerolls, right? There's nothing in range 1. If Luke can trade his life to take the stealth device off of Boba, that's probably worth it at this point. I mean,
Or dice, get out of here.
Yeah,
there you go.
Eddie's got dreams here.
So 3 dice coming at you. Ooh, feels bad. Just 1 crit. no rerolls.
Oh, yeah. So Luke should be. Well, not that kind of roll. Come on now. But Luke should be fine there.
Here comes the double blanks. Nope, and
Double
double fades.
Exact opposite of that.
Luke is like, no chance, Mr.
I
Bounty
had
Hunter.
the boss jinx there, but no.
You shot at me in Cloud City, and you didn't hit me then. You're not gonna hit me now. Three dice, coming back at it.
Luke can full mod this and knock that stealth device off. That
What?
would be
And
perfect. Ryan's had some lag issues. I think he's throwing stuff everywhere.
I think we lost Dale as well. His
No,
mic
I'm
says.
still here.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
This is what the target lock is for. Reroll that blank.
Or do you just re-roll all of them?
I think you leave at least one focus up because one focus is a good result with the force. Roll both. Roll the blank and a focus.
Yeah, I think you re-roll 2 here.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
For
Yeah.
the conversion, spending the lock, maybe picking it up. No. Yep. No, picking up the lock.
Just pick it.
I think I agree. I think I would have locked 2 of them. Well, maybe. Oh, here we go. Yeah, see, that's why you.
Yeah, and that's why you re-rolled 2 of them. So 2 hits. Boba does have a pretty decent chance here of evading this, and there it is. Double evades.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boba gets his chance one more time in the sun this next round.
Hera's range too, so that works out really well. Yeah, I think we had maybe a mistake there just in the order of modification that probably would have helped Ryan knock that stealth device off.
I think you definitely see a talon roll here out of Boba.
Yeah, that kind of keeps your distance from Hera and also lets you trade blows with Luke.
It also possibly gets you behind that gas cloud to protect a little bit from Hera. Because you really got to be wary of that 4 dice gun.
Mic off.
Just waiting for them to get themselves sorted out. Obviously, not a bomb drop this turn because you can't reach that cloud, I don't think.
Yeah.
And I want it for Hera. Yep, there is your 3 talon.
And you definitely blow your cybernetics here, which you did. Nope, wrong. There you go.
Yeah, but I don't back up here. I think you want to stay forward because if Luke gets too fast, and if you get that range 1, I think that ends up helping you more.
So he takes that stress. And what are you going to do? Are you going to focus?
Well, you left a focus on him, I think, from last round, but
He's just
your call this turn.
see, just 2-turn for Nora, and this is kind of, you're seeing the issue that arcs and some of these larger Rebel and Republic ships have, is that once they get the stress, it is very difficult for them to get it off.
Yeah, 'cause that stress is sticking with you. Hera, on the other hand, saying, "What if I don't have stress this round?" And a pretty good
But
shot on Boba.
I actually want to say that's going to be obstructed.
I mean, it almost has to be. Just look at how Hera's angled. That
Yep.
put that the closest. Which she's taking a lot, but it drew the line so helpfully for us. So it's going to be obstructed.
Yeah.
But with a lock and saw mods, this is a
It's
bunch
a
of shots.
dangerous time for Boba here.
And you shoot, depending on Luke's final position here, you shoot Luke first, right? Because you want to knock the stealth device off and then railgun the Hera shot in.
I think you probably go slow here with Luke.
Yeah, you don't. No reason to go too fast. Closing the S foils, interesting.
So he's going for a boost here.
4
straight.
straight.
Oh, so he's trying to get out. I don't know if he can.
I think if you bank boost
No,
to
I don't
back
think
the
he
center
can.
board,
I
you're
think it'll
good.
flip him right in the back.
I think you'll get out. We'll
I
find out.
think
It might catch that very far edge. I don't think this was the right call for Ryan, though. I
No, I think you got to hammer
put
damage. I think that he's probably looking at it and he's like, oh, I think I just made a mistake.
And your foils are close too, so you don't get as good a shot if you decide to stay there.
Yeah, this is a tough choice. I don't obviously he was set to be in a chasing position because he maybe figured that Boba was going to run instead of Talon roll, but
Yeah,
we running out of time on the clock here.
That's true. That's a good point. There's only 13 minutes left on the clock, and the point differential hasn't changed.
Yeah, if he can kill Luke and get half points on Hera, then he can seal this game.
Fun wrinkle here. If Ryan wants a full mod shot on Hera, he half points himself.
Oh,
you're right.
That actually, yeah, that's pretty. So pretty much all he has to, that kind of actually shuts down Saw if you're trying to play the points game here. Oh, there's no way he got out there. So I think that's just going to be a free. So he's giving Boba free rerolls and a range one shot into Luke here.
Yeah,
I think
Luke just went too fast. That's definitely an argument.
Yeah, you should have accepted the fact that Luke was probably going to die for it. Yep, so it will be an obstructed shot onto Hera, so we obviously take the range one here onto Luke.
This is probably a dead Luke. You've got rerolls, you've got force. 4 dice versus 2, you only need to get 3 in.
He's got 4 dice. It's going to be tough. Especially because he doesn't have Fearless.
Yeah, that's true. Fearless does turning that off. That might be the calculation too in that boost, is it does kill Fearless, because I think it was range 1 either way.
And yep, so he pretty much has to blank out here, assuming that he gets this reroll. And you spend the force here.
Yeah, absolutely. There it is. That guarantees a damage.
Yep, so at least 1 damage coming in here. Luke needs to double blank to be thrown off the board.
Yeah. Very doable. X-Wings do like to just take damage for no reason.
It can happen.
But
and that did not happen this time. So that's going to be a force spend and 1 damage on the hull.
Yeah, that's really not the speed of damage output that Eddie needs right now. He needed to just slap Luke off the board there.
Yep. Yeah, you really needed that really nice quality 4-hit gun. So we have 4 dice. Pick up the 4 dice.
Is Boba going to have 5?
Mic on.
He is going to have 5 greens. Yep, there we go.
Yeah, that's at least a pretty good luxury. But just still 4 reds coming in. But you do have the gas cloud conversion.
effect.
Yep.
Yeah.
The thing that's tough for Boba this next turn, because Luke did not die, he basically has to go for Luke. He doesn't really have a choice. Ooh, pretty
Oh.
solid shot.
This is
Hera here.
Hera. Take the Hera. Take the saw damage. This is worth it.
Take the saw.
To do it.
Yeah, take the saw. Give him half. But I mean, you've got to. I don't know.
That's
You've got to
the thing, though.
focus.
He has 5 dice with a
focus.
conversion and a focus,
It's
and
hard.
you're giving him half point, and Luke is on 2 hull, and guaranteed 1 more round left at least.
Yeah, that's hard actually. Oof.
I don't think that's the right call. Yep, just 2. He made the right call here. Oh yeah, absolutely. What if I just evaded it all?
Oh wow.
What if your shot simply didn't matter?
But this is going to be a really tough call now, because Boba has to move first, and Luke is in a position to where he can semi-arc dodge Boba.
This is true.
And
he also
Boba
kind of
has to
blocks
kill
Boba.
Luke.
Like
Yep.
Boba can't exactly chase Luke. You have to turn out,
Yep.
essentially,
And
to get a back shot.
You'll probably have a range 3 shot at best. And if Ryan is any smart, he is bugging out with Luke real quick.
Yeah, that 4 straight dialed in. Surely.
There's too much damage that he has to do on Denora to get half points. He has to kill Luke, and he has to somehow get half points on Hera.
Yeah. And you got to figure what you do a really fast move with Luke here, and maybe just like a 1 bank for Hera, right? Just to kind of go around the cloud, and if Boba tries to angle to throw that back shot at Luke, you just kind of trap Boba on the side.
Honestly, I'd probably just do a 1 straight with Hera onto the gas cloud.
You do still have a target lock on Boba because he didn't spend it last round.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Oh, so he is going for the butt shot here, just to guarantee that he still has actions.
Unless there's a boost. Oh no, he's stressed. So 3 bank, no reposition, no action.
Yep.
So he guarantees a reroll. I mean, there's almost no way, right? Hera's not range 1 of this.
So basically the play here is that if Ryan decided to 4K, and I don't believe he did. Nope, he did a 4 straight. He is boosting out. He's saying, no thank you, I'm gone.
Yeah, Will's still closed. So that's Luke's points have basically escaped Boba's reach now. There's only 7 minutes in the game.
Yeah, he'd need 3 more turns to catch back up to Luke. So there is a 2 bank off of Nora. The stress is gone. Taking that focus.
Yeah, I already got the lock from earlier, still toting around on Boba. So now if Hera has a shot this round, if he didn't bank, because I think the bank bumps, if you go straight here, you're probably okay.
Yep. Yeah, the bank would definitely bump here, but if you do a 1 straight, you may have a shot.
Oh, 4K, you got a
4K.
shot. You got a shot. Right time for it.
And Fearless is off here, so man, this is going to be a
really
this is when you take the half points
Take
on
the
Hera.
half point. You got a target lock.
Because you're already going to lose it anyways.
Yeah, 5 dice. And yeah, at this point, you probably, I mean, Boba shoots first, right? Half points are probably assured gone at that point.
Yep. Yeah, so you just try and overload that stealth device best you can.
It's a really good move by Ryan.
Yep.
Yeah, we didn't even flag.
I didn't even think about it. Yep.
Right call.
It's Ryan is definitely one of the best ghost pilots I've ever seen. Like, he is very good at what he does.
But we will see a 4 dice shot out of Boba here. with a reroll, with a force.
Oh, that's for the strain. Doesn't matter.
Nobody cares, yeah. And if you gotta, Ryan, by the stats, right? Ryan's had something like 4 or 5 bumps. He's hit multiple obstacles. It's a terrible night of flying. But if you do it for the right reasons, it can absolutely pay
Yep.
off for you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here is the Boba 4 dice. Ryan doesn't pick up a single thing because he doesn't get anything.
Ooh.
Oh man, do you spend force here?
Could we see a revenge crit chain here? That's what I'm looking for.
I mean yes, actually.
I think you spend it. Yeah.
Yeah.
With 2 hits, 2
Easy.
crits.
So let's see what we get here. So first the hits.
So that is half points.
Yeah, so Saw is weapons free at this point.
You're hoping for a weapons failure here.
Oh, that'd be a nice crit. That's
Wounded
wounded
pilot.
That's not super relevant.
Yeah, not very relevant here.
Saw is your action efficiency. You're not too concerned.
And a blinded pilot.
Oh, that turns off Saw.
No more
That
Saw. Yep.
Saw. And the target lock. Like this is a 5 dice shot with no mods.
Yep.
It could
That
just
was a
fail.
lucky pull.
Yeah, that's a good card to pull. It's not the big crit chain,
but it's enough.
I mean, it certainly helps.
The question is, if he kills Hera, does that put him ahead? I think it does.
Yeah, it does. There's still 40 points left to pull out of Hera, and he's only 10 points behind.
Yep. So the new win condition has opened. Because he only has 4 health left.
Eddie, where are you getting all these dice? Oh, it's range 3 from Nora. Okay. I mean, this is a chance to spend, right? Just the one reroll on Boba, and you've got target lock, you've got focus. I think this is a decent time to go ahead and do the spend because you've got Hera shot coming up afterwards. Personally, I actually think you might have, once you take that blinded pilot, blinded pilot, I think you might have just fished with Hera shot first because you just can't do anything about it, and then try to get the double mod Nora shot in. But
yeah.
But that's okay.
So 2 hits coming into Boba here, and by the looks of it, this is probably going to be the last round, just because of.
Boba loses twice to that.
He's gonna lose. No, not yet. He gets the reroll.
Oh, yep.
Boba
has a reroll.
Reroll those dice, Eddie. Reroll the dice. Oh my god.
Oh man, is that just that's just an acceptance of the game? I guess maybe.
No. You hold on to every single thread.
There we go. He remembers. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay. The chance of he's got a 1 in 3. So here's the 5 dice unmodded shot.
Now the last unmodded shot from Nora was a real kicker here. Let's see what Hera can produce. If Hera just snowballs this off the board.
And that was exactly what we were talking about.
Yeah. But yeah, there's only a minute left. There's one round here tops. Like you can't find the points, right?
Yep.
It's a shield at worst.
He basically has to find a way to kill Nora this next turn, or Hera, excuse me.
Yeah, if you kill Hera and you don't give up half, you win, right, Joel? That was the calculation.
You drop a seismic here.
Yeah, absolutely. If you kill Hera and don't give up half, then you win.
Yeah.
You drop a seismic and you 1 bank towards the board edge.
How much is Nora worth right now? How is half worth enough? It's not 40 points worth in there.
Half is worth enough. I mean, he only needs 11 to be in the driver's
okay.
seat. Half of Nora is 28. Like she is actually the hardest of the 3 ships to kill, assuming that
Because
she
of
can.
the ability, right?
She can find that range 1 bubble. But she's only worth 55 points.
But that also does mean if it's a range 1 bubble, it means Boba's rolling 4 with a reroll. I'm just looking at Hera. Too many Ras once again. You still need. You've got 6 in and 10 left, so you need 4 damage.
Yeah.
Are we?
Yep.
I don't see a dial set, and I heard
this would still be within the next thing. But so the play here for Boba, pretty much the only play to possibly win is drop a bomb, 1 bank towards the board edge, take a target lock.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you try and kill Nora or Hera. God, there's too many Ras.
Too many Ras. We just need that unknown rebel pirate She-Ra to show up just to put the cap on it. I'm not sure if there's a discussion here on the last round going on. Joel, I don't know if you want to jump in and arbitrate down there and see what's going on. Or...
You can. I would
Oh.
take the stream audio with me.
Well, you could just silence the stream audio. They could just hear nothing while this happens. I'll drop down and see what's up.
Yeah, it looks like they're setting dials. So.
Yeah. This has been a really good game though, because you do get to see, like, this is still a very close match. It's just the players have to be making the right decisions.
All right, so as some of y'all may have seen as I moved down there, dials are set. They are playing out the last round.
Still some heavy debates here. This is the final round of the game, obviously, so making some big choices. Eddie going in between some couple different options here, I'm sure. There's only one way to do it, though. I'm just saying.
What they said when was that they calculated points and said, okay, there is a path here where the game could flip, so they were going to.
Yep. Yeah. No, I mean, and this is what you do at on the last round of matches, like competitive matches, where you're like, okay, let's stop for a second. We know we're on the last round. Let's see if there's a win solution for both players. Or at least that's what I do. Maneuver is set. Drop your bomb. Drop your bomb.
Because if he does get that bomb damage in, all he has to do is 3 more damage to Hera without giving up half, and that is absolutely doable.
Achievable.
Yep. Totally.
Drop your bomb.
I don't think.
Yep. Okay. He's got the bomb dropping. Here we go.
Spending the charge.
Yep. So here is more than likely going to be a free damage into Hera.
Yeah, Hera's hard pressed to avoid this, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think it's even possible. So there's the 1 bank. Okay. Don't go there you go. And then take a target lock.
Yep, should have targeted.
She got a target lock.
To the board edge. I don't know where the Trasher token came from, but it's okay. So this basically ensures that your arc can hit anything.
You can hit anything.
Nora, Hera, it's all there.
You really got to take the target lock, Eddie.
Well, no,
this is the second game.
No. Hold on. Now, there's an argument for this. Why not? Right? You opened your arc up here to have shots at Hera and Nora in case for some reason you miss it. if you put a target lock on a specific ship, you commit to that shot. You commit to that ship, and if it's not the ideal shot, you don't have a mod. So you take the focus and you see where they land, and Nora turning out means that Hera is probably the correct shot here.
There's basically no universe that he doesn't have a shot at Hera here.
If Hera hard turns into Boba, it's a bump.
Yeah, I understand.
And
He'd have to do a
bumps
3 hard. And you can't do a 3 hard because he's stressed.
I don't know. The 2 hard doesn't actually. I guess it wouldn't get him quite there. We'll find out. I actually couldn't see the stress. I didn't have my camera turned the other way.
Oh, you see the stress
I think the
It's a
two
big
turn
model.
right
Leave me alone.
I don't think Nora's the correct shot.
No, she wouldn't be
No,
the
no.
correct shot.
If Hera is available to shoot, you shoot Hera.
Yeah.
It's like I guess we're debating the action here for Nora.
Maybe think about barrel roll. Make sure she can shoot.
That's
Maybe
probably
to
what
give her a
what it is. He probably has a turn on Hera to try and get behind the cloud to get as much defense for Hera as possible,
Yeah, that's fair.
or just a 1 straight or 1 bank. I can't see because it won't let me look at the.
And I think if I had been Ryan, I would have just dialed in the 2 hard just for the chance at a bump or for the.
If he
Range
wasn't stressed, then absolutely the 3 hard would be the call, because that would 100% bump.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh,
We've got the slam going on.
what in the world?
That still is too far.
Just go back 1 more move.
Yeah. Like the
6
maneuvers there.
Yeah, he needs to go back 1 more. That was way too far. There's no way that ship moves that fast.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if you were doing a 3 hard, but we already know that that's not possible.
There it is.
We go. Oh, nope, too far.
Too far.
I know. So I know Ryan and Eddie both had issues with TTS in the past. So
Oh, actually, it doesn't matter because if you drop the seismic, then the gas cloud's going to be
the
gone.
gas cloud
anyways.
doesn't exist. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it wouldn't be obstructed anyways. The
Yeah.
corner sticking out. Yeah, so that's 3 damage needed to knock Hera off. You don't get the reroll.
Yeah, so this is the perfect solution that you could possibly have for Eddie here if he would have taken a target lock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Andrew. You should have locked Hera.
Yeah, I mean, there was no question at all that you weren't going to have a shot at Hera,
Man,
and
let me
because you're
fluff
not
that
going to be
a little
range
bit.
1. So here is the range 1. The gas cloud is gone. 1 more damage into Hera, so he has 3 health left. This could completely swing the game here.
Yeah, this is your chance, right?
All up to Eddie's shot. Man.
Did he roll the strain as well? Oh,
He did.
Nah,
it's
doesn't matter.
irrelevant. It's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant. It's a range 2.
I'm just not used to ships that don't get to roll green dice.
You're like,
No,
oh
this is-
no, with the strain.
I'm like, it matters because it's obstructed. No, the cloud is blown up. No,
No,
wait, what
the
am I
only
worried
dice
about?
that matter are the 3 reds that Eddie rolls.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And he doesn't have a reroll because, as we said, there's no target lock.
Yep.
The players have finally discovered the tractor token.
Yeah, I saw that too.
What is this here?
So it is range 2, so 3v nothing.
Tractor token sus.
So basically, if you get God,
Orange,
if you get all
Orange
paint
is mad
here,
sus.
if you get all paint here, the game is over, right?
Yes.
No,
Yeah, 'cause
no.
there's-
If you get 3 focus, the game is
No, he has a focus token.
Focus token.
Oh, he does. Okay, yeah.
He took a focus, not a target lock. That was
So as long as you see paint here on all
paint.
3 faces,
or like a crit into a
then
direct
game's
hit,
over.
because magic.
And that is not what you
Oh
want to
no!
see.
Hera lives
It's
on one
almost-
hull.
It's almost like if you would have taken a target lock.
Now, if you took a target lock here, it's the only chance to get the damage, but it'd feel really bad because you have the force, and you're like, what do I reroll?
You reroll all of them, honestly. Yep. And that is going to cinch the game for Ryan.
Absolutely. Whew. That was closer than for Bosk dying with only getting 2 shots collectively off. That was a lot closer than it felt.
I mean, Boba can clean games. It doesn't really matter, but yeah. So congratulations to Ryan for that well-flown match. The absolute devastation that we saw on DeBosk was just breathtaking.
Yeah, just incredible. Yeah, Zeke's saying, "Oh, tail end of the stream," and it's like, Zeke, man, you missed a YV going down in flames. Like
5 damage off of 3 dice.
I'm gonna jump down and grab up our contestants, and we'll have a little interview here in just a moment. And welcome back, everyone. Ryan, congratulations. Eddie, condolences.
Don't condole him.
All right, Andrew. No. Before we even came up here, I told Ryan Andrew was going to get me for something. Andrew, go ahead and say it because I know what you're going to say. Just say it.
No, okay. So your boss play was actually on point. It was totally fine. You taking 5 damage off of 3 dice is ridiculous, but it happens. You don't target lock, and you should have. You could have killed the ghost for that if you would have taken a freaking target lock.
Ryan, didn't I call it? He was going to get me for the target lock.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, you're right. Trust me, I was beating myself up about it again. Oh man.
It was a great game though. Honestly, your boss play was great. Just him just having all 5s and then just having Greedo every single time. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that.
Nobody expects to pull 4 direct hits onto one ship, right? Like, good lord.
No, that was I was not expecting that at all. That's just something you don't see. The one thing I wish I had done looking back at that is instead of doing the 1 forward with Bosk, probably coming a little bit harder doing the 2 bank, bumping Nora, and then that way he would have only had 2 shots on me. I would have had a range shot. I could have popped Luke like it was nothing, but I mean, live and learn.
That's kind of what we were thinking you were going to do, but the 1 straight still wasn't a terrible decision because it does put you on the outside flank for the next turn, assuming that you live. And like you had shields left, so by all numbers, like even Steven, you can listen to it again. Even Steven said, "Oh, it's so improbable that Bosk dies on this."
Oh, it's so unlikely, and then it's just like, what if Nora just?
Yeah, and I think the ghost only had 1 action the entire game. Poor Ryan, his computer.
Yeah, Ryan can't hear us.
Yeah, he seems to have lost out.
Well, just know that Ryan, you flew the ghost well, even though you had no actions.
He'll find this out on a rejoin. Oh, he's back. I don't know if that means it's gonna work.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
There we go.
There we go.
Cool. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there.
And Andrew, repeat your praise.
The ghost only had one action for the whole game, but you still flew it well.
Thank you. Yeah, it was that did not quite shake out at the end the way I thought it would. But yeah, it was felt good.
It was definitely better than the last time we played. The last time we played, I flew this list. He popped Boba Fett in one turn, and it was no chance for coming back. At least this time it was Bosk, and I actually stood a chance. Slim, but stood a chance.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't realize how expensive Boba was. And then like I really should have just ran away. Like there was like 20 minutes left on the clock, but I really should have just tried to get my distance because you were going into the corner at that point.
So
Yeah.
we were curious about the 4 straight that you dialed in with Luke, the first 4 straight, wherever you landed like right in front of Boba.
So I thought that I don't know why. I don't know if I thought I don't know if they had if I thought they had a 2 Talon. I knew he was going to do a Talon roll. I knew that was coming. And I thought that would get me far enough that I could just boost right out of the arc. I knew because he couldn't go the other way. I knew he couldn't go the other way, so he had to go that way.
You almost made it. I mean, the boost almost got you out.
Yeah, and I was looking to see if I could. I was just trying to get out of range 1, 2, but yeah, the idea was to boost past, but I just misjudged how far. As soon as he did it, I was like, oh no, this is very bad. But
well flown.
We need to look into the coding of that green dice because I want to go back and watch that review. I think we rolled enough evades for me to count on one hand. Like the evades were just not in existence.
Do the dice luck.
Joel, promote me.
No, the dice luck is a useless stat. Don't do it.
No,
Roll it up anyway.
we want to know.
I don't need the luck. I just want to see the number of results.
I
We
don't
wanna
want to
know.
do this.
Joel, promote me.
The stream must know.
I gotta know, man. How bad was it?
I mean, we haven't seen it yet. We're just waiting for someone. Just right click the board and just do show dice stats. Never mind. Steven's got it.
I was gonna say, don't tell me how to do it because I don't know how to do it.
All right, let's
I don't
see
ever look at it.
Present dice stats.
There we go.
All right, so universally, your dice are just terrible. Every single person's dice is bad.
Oh man.
Yeah,
those are pretty bad.
See, this is why the dice stats are useless, because the story they tell you is that everybody's dice were bad, but the critical moment of the game was where a 3 dice gun rolled 3 reds unmodded and dealt 5 damage.
Oh,
right?
of course, absolutely.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right, like so the dice stats are worthless.
Yeah, Eddie, congrats on your 5 evades for the game, by the way.
Yeah, thank you, very much.
Well, you only rolled
appreciated.
26 greens. I mean, it wasn't like you rolled a ton of them. It's nothing to compare to Ryan's 10 green dice for the entire game. What the heck?
That was
It's literally just Luke.
Luke rolled 9 of those. Or no, maybe 8 because I think Nora took one.
Like one
shot
range.
Yeah, Nora had the one range 3 shot.
I think Chris spent the entire game strained. Like almost the entire game.
Yeah, she
because
did.
she just kept landing on that one gas cloud over and over. So
well, good game, guys. Well flown for both parties.
Appreciate it. It was,
yeah.
Poor boss.
And Andrew, one of these days, which Ryan, you did miss it. I called it. Andrew got me for it. One of these days, I will learn and I will target lock.
Target lock. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what the last turn. It was like when I selected what I was going to do. I was like, no option I have is good.
Yeah, if you weren't stressed, you could 3 hard into him. That's basically the only option.
Yeah. Yeah. It was just one of the things and then I had to make the decision of banking towards him, which would give him the range 1 and the reroll, but I get a reinforce. Or I just do the other way. He doesn't get the reroll, and I minus a die anyways.
Yep. And you still
And
take a
so-
hit from the seismic.
Either way, right? Yeah. So it didn't really matter at that point, but yeah, it was.
Yep.
It was a good game.
Yeah, well flown, guys.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Good game, both of you.
Thank you, Eddie. Ready to flip the table?
Oh, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for agreeing to be on stream tonight. Dale, thank you for joining us as well.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's fun.
But from all of us here with the Barons, good night, everyone, and we will be here next Tuesday night, 7:30 Central, for Week 6 League of Barons. Don't miss it.